And again, I must stress here that I don't mean to deceive or mislead you, but what I am seeing is real. I'm sure of it. I can't escape it. No matter where I went on that wretched train, or where I go now, I am being followed. And I swear I can see it, if only out of the corner of my eye. I know this isn't something I've just invented in my head. It's not a delusion or a hallucination. I know it's real, and it is always there, distinct enough yet somehow nearly formless. Yet I struggle to even truly perceive it. But please, know this is no trick. It's... no, please don't touch me.
Well, I don't know, Stevie. I don't think I can listen to this Unknown Pleasure stuff anymore. Of course I miss Ian, but Joy Division stuff is, too depressing. At least for me. This New Order album is killer, though. And, hey, are you listening to me?
Yeah, I'm still here, Donna. I'm just up in the attic. I'm gone 2 whole weeks, and Mom and Dad have already packed up and painted over my room.
Maybe it's Isabella's room now.
No, I don't think my sister's taking over. Found my mattress out on the curb when I pulled in.
What's still over there?
Just clothes, mostly. Forgot my curling iron and a couple posters. And they're ripped. Thanks, Mom, Dad. Sorry, Lenny. You deserved better. Hey, Donna, there's a few more boxes back there I want to check out. Hang on. Phone cord's stuck on something.
What was that? Did you just break a mirror? I bet it was a mirror.
That wasn't a mirror. I think. Colleran, the National Broadcasting Company. That's Mom's maiden name. Weird. I just found a bunch of old film canisters or something.
Don't look at them, girl, unless you want to see your mom naked.
Why in God's name would my mother be naked?
Okay, this one time, I was in my attic and I found a box of tapes.
Ugh. Fuck.
Are you okay? You definitely broke a mirror.
It wasn't a mirror.
Uh-huh.
Let me call you back. Please don't be naked pictures of my mother. What happened aboard the Autumn Flyer, departing Vancouver, Canada at 2:19 on a Tuesday? It was raining, all American rivets and steel, black steam packed tight with young men coming home from a Second World War, a terrible war. A war without mercy. They had survived long enough to come back to a grateful country that had, in their stead, become the greatest in the world. Their shining futures were all but guaranteed, theirs to take as a prize for such dutiful suffering, those conquering heroes, you masters of your own fate, you masters of war. One should think. Well, time and again, God proved cruel. I didn't write that. Dorothy Colleran did, reporter for NBC in 1945. But not in print, not officially. Hello, I'm Stevie. Stephanie. I'm Stephanie Maynard. These stories and more tonight on 60 Minutes. So, what I found were not film canisters. They're magnetic tape canisters, and they belong to my Aunt Dottie, Dorothy Colleran. Belonged. Aunt Dottie is probably dead. That's what my mom thinks. Or, quote, if she's not, she better be. She went missing years ago. She packed up, reached into Mom's jewelry box, and left a note. I think she sent Christmas cards for a little while. Weirdly, though, addressed only to me. No return address anywhere. But not a peep since. Donna thinks that she got pregnant and moved to Minnesota and became a nun. That's just what they did back then. Aunt Dottie was a reporter during World War II, a working woman. She did a little writing, a little radio, but she really wanted to be on TV, in every living room in America. She says so right here in her journal. Funnily enough, Dad was holding on to it, keeping it tucked away. Mom wanted to rip it in half with her bare hands like you would a phone book. I've seen somebody do it, too, on public access TV. Anyway, Aunt Dottie left notes for, articles she was writing. She was on assignment aboard the Autumn Flyer. Once again, a train going from Vancouver to New York. She wrote about recording her interviews, hence the box of tapes that I am very slowly, very arduously putting onto cassettes. And from what I can tell so far, interviews are exactly what she does. But that's not all. Things get a little strange on the tapes. On one...
Stevie?
Whoa, Hanson?
What are you doing? You need to get the hell out of here.
I need a couple minutes. Maybe. I can't really tell.
No, shut it down and grab your things. Seriously.
What is your major malfunction, dude? Me and Frank are cool. He knows I'm here.
Well, real police, not campus police, are in the building and they're on their way up right now. You need to move.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I called them.
Why the hell would you do that?
I didn't know it was you in here. I found an open window and I thought somebody broke into the school. Somebody did break into the school.
Somebody snuck into the school. She's very sorry, but she did it with the utmost respect for this institution. Even so, you called the police?
Yeah, for thinking a stranger who could very well be armed and dangerous snuck in to the school.
Oh my god, were you gonna brain me with Foundations of Canadian Journalism 7th edition?
I still might. Come on. What the fuck is that?
What do you mean? You watched me put all that stuff into my bag.
Hang a left. Yeah, the supply closet.
Why was that unlocked? It's always...
All right. What are you doing here, Stevie?
Better question is, what are you doing here, Hanson?
I work here.
Exactly. So why are you sneaking around at 11 o'clock at night? You can just go out there and explain that it was a false alarm, unless...
You're blinding me. Turn it off.
What's that in the corner? Looks like your bag, Hanson. Let's see what's in it.
Would you stop that?
Hey, this camera isn't supposed to leave the studio.
I was gonna bring it back first thing Sunday. Now, your turn.
It's a lot. Like, a lot. Can we escape first? I'll tell you later. Promise.
They're gone. Fire escape stairwell by the student lounge might be the best way out.
It's not. Follow me. You called the cops on me while you were robbing the place?
Burglarizing, technically. The women's bathroom?
Yeah. Now, give me a boost.
Watch it.
You watch it. Okay, I'm through.
Stevie? I'm not gonna fit.
Yeah. Huh. I guess not.
Stevie?
It was a miscalculation. That one's on me.
Well, what now?
I'm gonna go.
You can't leave me here.
I'm not breaking back into the building. Head for the classroom downstairs, third window back, and don't take the camera with you.
You know, you're supposed to flee the scene of a crime, not stick around and leave ass prints on the hood of my car.
The police are gone. I saw Frank smoothing things over with them. Then they drove off.
He told them he opened the window on his smoke break. He's a nice old man. They're not gonna file a report.
So, what'd it cost you?
What do you mean?
Frank covered for you. Old? Yes. Nice? No. He's from a generation that doesn't believe in doing anything for free, because according to him, that's charity, which is also communism.
I'm owed a Clemens rookie card and a couple of smokes. How'd you know?
Who do you think leaves the windows unlocked for me at night? I told you, me and Frank are cool. Speaking of cigarettes, one more, for old time's sake?
You and Frank aren't cool, by the way. He's just bad at his job. Okay, Spill. What are you really doing back here?
I found a box of these old tapes in the attic at my parents'. They're my Aunt Dottie's. She was a reporter in the 40s. She covered the war.
Did she go overseas?
Once, I think. I don't think she was ever close to the front, though.
And you think these tapes are from then?
Maybe. It's hard to say. None of them are labeled, and they're not in any kind of order. Without context, they're just...
Floating in time and space. Alien transmissions from another age.
Yeah.
Any luck so far?
Want to find out? Okay, this one I've listened to already.
It's a game.
That's her?
Only
Yeah.
there are no rules. Like a petulant child who must have his way. And everyone must play along or things will become far worse. No, that's not a fair comparison. A child implies naivety or innocent mischief. It is well aware of the careful anatomy of the human brain. Where to prod and so forth, like a surgeon with an ice pick. This part tickles, and destroying this part removes all ability to speak. This part removes all ability to see.
I mean, it's neat,
But
but the long-lost Doctor Who tapes, these ain't. Maybe you could just ask your aunt what's on them?
actually, I can't. She disappeared when I was young. Just walked out and didn't look back. We don't know if she's okay or not.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. I think deep down my mom would want to know. If there's a hint or a clue in these tapes or her journal about maybe why, I want to find it. For her.
It's fitting. Seems like journalism runs in the family. You'll do this thing justice.
This is coming from the TA who tried to fail me in first year. Thanks, but no offense, that literally means nothing to me.
Never underestimate a good chip on the shoulder? How long ago did your aunt leave?
1960-something, a little after I was born. I don't have many memories of her, but I remember her eyes. They were green, I think. She had these sad eyes. Like, you know how you talk to the older men at the Legion, or some guys who came back from Nam? They sort of look through you.
1,000-yard stare. Yeah, I got a cousin in the States who went over. He's the same way.
Dottie looked like she could never feel comfortable again. Like she was being watched or followed. She kept looking over her shoulder, like someone living with a terminal illness.
Then trouble caught up with her?
Seems like it. So I made that recording of her a couple days ago. Here's the one from tonight. I'm not sure it got to finish. Here goes nothing.